Okay, folks, this is Tony Aguilar, and as I warned you, here's the unboxing of unusual size that's coming. This is the items that I got off the credit from Noble Knight. I did a big trade with them, and I got about $300 worth of credit, and this is the stuff that I picked up. This is probably the largest unboxing I'm ever going to do, because I don't ever see myself buying $300 worth of stuff. So I didn't want to sit on the credit. I wanted to go ahead and use it while they still had stuff in stock that I was interested in. And so as you can see, this is all came in this box right here. And it looks like it's been opened, but hopefully we're okay. This is how it was at a doorstep. So without further ado, we will go ahead and zoom in. There is quite a few things on here. If you're not a fan of 1/72nd scale stuff, you might as well find another video to watch, because this is all exclusively 1/72nd or 1/76 scale stuff. I think there is at least one item in there that's 1/76 scale. So let's take a look. Let's take a look at what's inside. All right, and we're going to start off by opening this. Try to get the distance here correct. All right. And I'm actually going to, before I get myself spread too thin, most of these things, if not all of them, are just going to go in storage. I'm not going to stop what I'm working on to work on these things, because otherwise I'm not going to have anything to show for it. I'm going to be a bunch of different ways, so pulled in a bunch of different directions, because there is a lot going on here that would keep me busy for a long time. Okay. All right, one of the things, and there's several, before I get started, there's several manufacturers in here that I've never gotten anything from before. And as I work on them, I will end up doing an individual unboxing of those items as well. I'm not going to do an unboxing of everything right now. And I'm also not going to do an unboxing throughout the next week of everything that I got. I'm going to do them as I start working on them. Okay, so several manufacturers I've never gotten anything from, so I'm excited to see what they're all about. And first one, and I mentioned that because I saw one of them, all 1/72nd scale stuff. Okay, this is Armor Fast Panzer 4D. Two of them come in here, and I have heard that these are not necessarily the best detailed models. Hey, I'm not going to do an unboxing, but yes, I am. I wanted to take a look at this. And just some basic detailing on the Panzer 4D. We're going to use it for early Barbarossa. And there's two kits in here. And I'm sure with some extra stuff, they will look just fine. Kind of basic detailing on the tracks and stuff like that, but I wanted to take a look at that. I might as well bring you guys along with me. So two kits come in this, and yeah, I've never built anything by Armor Fast before, so cool. Item number one. Next we have, what do we have here? We have a bunch of old kits too. This is one of them. A Vespa in 1/72nd scale by Eschi. This is actually a pretty old kit and one of the few ones that are available in this scale. So I've never built a Vespa before, and I believe it's Wasp. So anyhow, this is another 1/72nd scale model. I think just about everything I've got coming is German and Russian. So if you're expecting something other than that, then, well, I'm sorry, you'll have to wait for the next batch. This is the Zvezda, which, by the way, I found out this week it means star. 37mm anti-aircraft gun, something to ward away the Stukas. And, yeah, got several Zvezda kits. And now we got one more. There's one here that comes with a crew. I don't know how many figures come in here. 2 soldiers. Well, There's more crew than 2, I'm sure, but that's all it comes with here. That's the third item. I guess I should count them off as I go. So I'm 3 items in, about 5 minutes in. Yeah, this is going to be a longer video. Let's put it that way. Because this box is about completely full. And hopefully the lighting's okay in here, but this is the best I could do on short notice. Okay, next thing. We have another Zvezda kit. This one is a Soviet 85mm gun. So similar to the German 88, the Soviets also had an 85mm gun, which eventually got put on the Su-85 chassis and KV-85s and T-34-85s. And it was an anti-aircraft gun, long-barreled. And here it is with 4 crew members. That's item number 4. Item number 5, which, by the way, I've built these things before. I've built Eschi stuff before. I've not built an Armor Fast. So Armor Fast is the only thing that I've not built as of yet. Here is a new one. This is a Spanish company called Minia Irons. And they do a lot of stuff for Spanish Civil War and also some stuff that doubles as World War II stuff. And this is one of them. This is an OT-130 flamethrower tank. So I just did an unboxing on some OT-133s. This is an OT-130. So this is a flamethrower tank with the earlier style turret. The T-26 earlier style turret is called a 130. A 133 has the more modern turret on the T-26 that came later. It looks like there's some extra parts in here to maybe make it a gun tank as well, and a flamethrower tank. Some extra things on here. Minia Irons, they do a lot of World War II stuff. This was actually a really affordable kit. I want to say this was only like $6 or something like that. So when I went through the things that I wanted to get, I wanted to get things that would work with my Barbarossa theme that I have going on. I didn't want to get spread in too many different directions. And also a lot of things that were really affordable. There were actually some pretty good deals on there. And this happened to be one of them that was pretty inexpensive. So this is an OT-130 flamethrower tank. And it looks like it's got a regular T-26 turret. It's got a crew member there. I don't think we're going to be crew exposed in a flamethrower tank. But yeah, and 2 turrets there. There might be several versions of this that we can make. But anyhow, Minia Irons, looking forward to putting that together. It's literally just slapping a couple things and we're good to go. That might be hard to resist to mess with that because there's not much involved in it. It's kind of the polar opposite of the last UMMT kits that I have from the T-26 tanks. Those have a ton of parts. This is like slap, slap, you're done. Okay, we have from Hot, some of these kits have turned into Armor Fast kits as well. This one is under the Hot logo, and this is a couple of Pack 36s, actually 4 of them. That's why I got them. Oh, and they're really soft. Well, I wasn't expecting that. Wow, these are super bendy. The figures actually look really nice, but they're really, really bendy. I hope that turns out okay. That's indestructible vehicles. They can be run over by T-34s and nothing happens to them because they're made of rubber. 4 crew members. They look like they're pretty well detailed, honestly. Yeah, it's very, very bouncy. So I think I only have 2 of these. So early war stuff. Four crew members and a gun and 4 of these. So got a lot of stuff there. Might even be tempted to do one for the desert. Whew. Be quiet. All right. Let's not go to jump in there just yet. All right. This is a model that I actually already have in die cast, but it is just so nice. I'm just not going to paint it. And I'm talking about the Dragon Ferdinand, and they had an Eschi Elephant. I think this was only like $11. Like, I'm not going to pass this up. And we're going to do this one for Italy because this has the machine gun up front. That makes it an an elephant. A Ferdinand is the ones that they made their debut at Kursk and did not have a machine gun there in the hull. This one does, or it's supposed to. And yeah, Eschi armor. All right, moving right along. This is a new manufacturer. So this is the second of the new manufacturer. What is that? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay, so the 8th one. This is a manufacturer. I've never put any of this stuff together. It is from Poland, and they're called First to Fight. There we go. I can't read Polish. So First to Fight, and this is a Czech 38 Ost C, but I already have 3 of them. But the important thing is it's the command version with the aerial. And these, I said I wasn't going to do an unboxing. Well, I'm going to do it for some of them. Ooh, look, some photo etch stuff for those of you guys that want me to do photo etch stuff. I'm not scared. And the hull, and there's the aerial that hopefully is not broken. Those things are always don't transport really well. A minimum of pieces, and should go nicely with the other 3 Czech 38s that I have. This was one of the more expensive things that I got. I think this was just about 20 bucks. But I'm looking forward to putting these together. I've heard good things about them. First to Fight. They make a bunch of Polish stuff. So basically campaign in Poland type vehicles, and some for France as well. So really early war stuff. This one's going to go to Barbarossa. So this is the 1, 2, 3, 4. I'm just going to give up. I don't even know how many it is. 8, 9, something like that. I can't keep track of all this stuff. All right, that's a new company. Never put one of those together. Then to go along with the Vespa, we have the Hummel from Eschi, also in 1/72nd scale. I built one of these a long time ago, and it was separate link track, and I couldn't deal with it because I was like 19. So I can deal with it now. I don't know if it's rubber band track or separate link. Either way, it's going to get built, and this should go nicely with the Vespa. And I also have an armored artillery observation vehicle that I already had from MMS. It's a Panzer III, so it'll go nicely with all these for like a scenario where, I don't know, they get ambushed or something like that. Because you can't have enough of these, I got a Martyr. This particular Martyr is... Oh, I didn't think I had this one. I guess I do have that one. The problem that you have when you have too many tanks. I was thinking it was a Martyr 2 hull. It's a Martyr 3. It's the Czech 38 hull. Oh well, hey, when you order so many things, you're bound to make mistakes. So we'll build this one as well, but I've got a couple of these already by Plastic Soldier Company. Maybe we'll do something different with this one. But yeah, it's a Martyr 3 H, I believe. I was thinking it was a Martyr 2 one that I meant to get it. Oh well, I was in a rush ordering stuff. I'd actually put every single... I knew this big order was coming. So when I went and ordered this stuff, I ended up putting so many things in my cart, like $2,000 worth of stuff, and then ended up dialing it back. Like, okay, I don't really need this. I don't really need that. I don't really need the other thing. So, hey, sometimes you make a mistake. I'm sure it's a fine kit, and can't ever have too many Martyrs. Okay, next. This is an item, I mentioned it on my live feed the other day, an item I've been wanting to get for a very long time. It's a vehicle that's very hard to get a hold of, seems like it, and it's not a super powerful vehicle, and I finally got my hands on it, and it is the white armored car for the Soviets. So this is going to be the Soviets used a bunch of these. It's by Eschi. Not too many people make these, and I'm looking forward to putting this thing together and putting it all Soviet out. Maybe have some recon guys with the camouflage suits that pour out of that. Anyhow, looking forward to putting this together. All right. Now, here's a manufacturer that got a really good deal on these kits. And it seems like nobody was really interested because they're not really that inexpensive. But I did put some of them together, and I was pretty happy with how they went together. And this is Rodin. This is the SDKFZ 234/4, the Packwagen. And so this is the late war German armored car with a Pack 40 that's in it. Matchbox, I think, makes one that is just, I think Matchbox or Airfix, one of the two, makes one that is a mess with the, it's just totally wrong, the bottom thing. So we decided to do it correctly. These kits are very fiddly, they're good, and they have some parts that are difficult to, sometimes don't survive in transport. Maybe they're kind of brittle, but I had really good luck with the ones that I got from Les, and look forward to putting this together. And these were really affordable, actually. This was like under $10 for this. So that's a good use of credit. It makes up for getting a martyr I didn't want. And on that note, here is the SDKFZ 234/3. Same hull. It has a short 75. So I have a 233. This is the 234-3. So this is the later war one that came out in late 43, I think, is late 1943 as well. Another Rodin kit, really inexpensive as well. All right. What else do we have here? We have, somebody's been wanting me to build one of these, and here it is. Zabrumba from Eschi. And this is definitely a vehicle that is, I associate it with Italy. So I guarantee this thing does not have Zimmerit. We're probably going to have to do our own handcrafted Zimmerit on it. I'm not scared. There's lots of people that have done them online and have given me some pointers, and I look forward to trying that on. So this is not a vehicle that's going to fire very fast. So it's a 150 millimeter infantry gun. So yeah, lots of HE, in your face from Eschi. I think this one was really affordable as well. There's some things were like well under $15. So, I've built lots of Eschi kits, and I look forward to building some more. Here is, although I have built this manufacturer before, I've never done one of their vehicles. And speaking of Kursk, right now we're in the 80th anniversary of Kursk. This is right down that. It's a Panther D. This is the first version of the D. The first version of the Panther. It's the D, not the A. That doesn't make any sense. The Germans are weird like that. But this is the one that has no whole machine gun. It's got some, it's got smoke discharges up here. It's got a port here that slides. There's a machine gun that's internal there. Smoke dischargers, different cupola. The turret's a little bit different. 1/72 scale. I think these are semi-quick build. I think the only bad thing about these is they do not have an open cupola on it. There's no option to make it. I guess you could probably split it and make it, but I don't have to have every vehicle with the turret hatch open. So, again, these were pretty affordable as well. I think one of these was like $9 and the other one was like 10 or something. So, yeah, I couldn't. Oh, because I got two of them. Stealing my own thunder. We'll come across the other one here shortly. But I have not put together a Zvezda tank. I have done some of their infantry guns. So I guess that kind of counts as a new manufacturer. Kind of doesn't. I've got a late war German paint set, and I've been wanting to use it. And I'm not super huge on late war stuff, but I decided to go ahead and get these. And I don't know how good of a models these are, but they were really affordable. And this is the Pegasus King Tiger set, and two of them come in here. So yeah, no crew members, no decals. That's standard fare for Pegasus, but I think their stuff actually goes together pretty well. So, yeah, a couple King Tigers coming. Everybody likes King Tigers. I'm not a huge fan of Tiger tanks in general, but, speaking of not being a fan of King Tiger tanks, here's another model of a manufacturer that I've never put together. And this is a manufacturer called Trumpeter, And here is a Yag Tiger. So for those of you guys, it looks like it's got the Zimmerit molded on. That would be lots of fun if that's the case. I'm not sure if that's the case. Oh, it is with Zimmerit. I guess that is the case. So yeah, 128 millimeter gun, big nasty. Didn't come out until very late 1944. So we've got some heavy German tanks, and hopefully the Soviets can get something that can put up with that kind of stuff. You know, every time one of these shows up, you got a ton of Soviet tanks that would show up in anticipation. Again, all this stuff isn't going to show up on the board at the same time. This is just different options for scenarios, and I'm just building them as models. So, okay. One of my favorite, this is a vehicle that I actually sold a long time ago, and I never built it. And it's a tank that I think that's really useful. Not a tank, it's a vehicle. It's pretty useful. And this is a rebrand of an Eschi kit by Italeri, the Hetzer. Hetzer's got a Hetz. Here she is. So sometimes these Italeri kits come 2 models in each one. This one just happens to have 1. So this is just a repackaging of the Eschi kit, as I understand it. I had the Eschi kit and I sold it on eBay, I don't know, 10 years ago, 12 years ago, something like that. Figured, I'm never going to get into 1/72nd scale stuff again. I shouldn't listen to myself. I really don't know what I'm talking about. All right. I don't know how many kits we're in. We're in a bunch. We got a pile here. Like I said, I'm not going to start picking in between these and putting them together, or I'm going to get nothing done. So we're going to put these in the closet, and we will pull them out as we feel a need to. Okay. We have, if we're doing curse stuff, we got to have one of these, an SU-152, which is the Animal Killer. So it's a KV chassis with a 152 millimeter gun, and they use these to knock out regular Tigers. And yeah, another trumpeter kit. So I've never put one of them together. I've heard good things about them, and look forward to doing these. All right, yes, there's still more. But we are getting towards the bottom, believe it or not. Since I already stole my own thunder, I'm going to go ahead and bring this one up. And this is another Panther D. Now, something is interesting about this. Let me pull the other one out, and I'll show you. I honestly don't know. The boxing looks to be similar on both, but if you look in the back, one of them is in gray, and one of them is in dark yellow. They have the same code. I think it's probably just the color of it. They're both going to be painted yellow. So they're both going to be Kursk Panthers, and never know if they're going to catch fire when you start them up. Okay, getting towards the bottom of the pile. Both of these things are the same. Again, these were like $7 a piece. I couldn't pass them up. And these are the 234 ones. 2 of these. This is the late war armored car that the Germans used. Probably about the time around Kursk is when they started being used. I got 2 of them. They were only like $7 a piece. Like, how can you go wrong with that? So, anyhow, we got more German armored cars. And we have the, oh no, I'm sorry. I thought it was at the end. It's nearly the end. We'll leave I don't know about the best for last, but this is the next to the last one. We got some King Tigers, so we got to have some Joseph Stalin 2s as well. So from Pegasus. And 2 tanks come in here. So yeah, again, these are really cheap. I think they're like $11 or something like that for 2 vehicles. You just can't go wrong with that. All right, here's the last one. I said it was mostly 1/72nd scale stuff. All of this stuff here is 1/72nd. There's one item that is 1/76th. And this is one of my favorite manufacturers of all time. I didn't buy more of their things because I honestly like 1/72nd better. It scales better with the figures. 176 looks a little diminutive for me, but one of my favorite manufacturers is Cromwell Models, and this is a Grilla, the M Grilla. So this is like, it's a Czech 38 chassis with a 150 millimeter infantry gun, and it's a self-propelled artillery. And, you know, they got used like in Normandy and stuff like that, Eastern Front, Italy. Yeah, and this is like what they call their quick one. Their quick ready ones are called combat ready. And it's literally one-piece tank and 150 millimeter infantry gun in resin. I'm not a fan of resin, only because there's limited the kind of glues you can use. I basically use epoxy for it. But, yeah, these are out of production now as well. So that's it. That is the unboxing of Unusual Size. I guess it took a little little less time than I thought, but here is the damage pile. I'd like to do a count. I think it's 24 kits if I remember correctly, but I like to do the count on vehicles. This is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24. So 24 vehicles and 2 anti-aircraft guns and 4 anti-tank guns. All for $300 worth of credits, so including shipping. Shipping was free. So I don't know, lots of stuff to keep me busy for a while. I really kind of went back and forth about getting some Brits and more American stuff, but they didn't have exactly what I was looking for. I did want some M10 tank destroyers. They didn't have any of them in stock. ArmorFast actually makes M10 tank destroyers, but one of the problems that ArmorFast has on their tank destroyers is they do not have the breech on some of them. Some of the models do not have the breech on it, and that's kind of a problem if you're missing that. And there was no way to find out if I was going to get an old one that didn't have the breech or one that didn't. So I just like, nah, we'll just get the M10 tank destroyers at a later date when we go whole hog on the Americans. So just Soviet and German stuff. I think about an equal number of both. Probably more German stuff only because I got these multiple kits. It was like $7 a piece. I just wasn't going to pass that up. I think the most expensive thing I got here was this, this thing. This was like $20. This was close to $20. Everything else was under 15 bucks. I'm pretty sure. So $15 or less. So it was a pretty good deal. And yeah, got lots of stuff here to keep me entertained. I'm sure you guys will see it on other live paint sessions and all that kind of stuff. So if you like this kind of stuff, if you like this unboxing things, don't forget to give me a like, subscribe to my channel. I do painting all the time, live. As a matter of fact, I rarely work on stuff unless it's in front of the camera. I get bored and I want to socialize a little bit with you guys. So get to talk hobby. So subscribe to my channel. That way you'll get a notification. Click that bell so you'll know when I'm on. And be on the lookout for this stuff. I think I'm going to put this stuff away and not mess with it. I'm not going to hold myself to it, though. Sometimes it's difficult to get to hold yourself back. But that's at least with the intent. We got lots of stuff here to work on for the next couple of years. And yeah, I basically sold my Wings of War stuff. I had a whole set of Wings of War, and I'm like, they gave me a good deal on it. That was most of what this trade was. So I'm going to use this a hell of a lot more than I am Wings of War. So, okay, well, until next time, don't forget to subscribe, like I said, and we'll see you guys on the next one. There'll be other unboxings. I'm sure they'll be much smaller than this one. This is just extreme. Okay, folks, thanks for stopping by. We'll catch you on the next one. Bye-bye.